So now let's explore about function prototype. So in C, functions first have to be declared before they are used. Prototype lets the compiler to know about the return data type, argument list, and their data type and order of arguments being passed to the function. So if you just observe the error here, so what it is saying that implicit declaration of function. What does that mean? So basically compiler is saying that, so here I encountered an usage of user defined function, but its prototype is not found. So that's why compiler is assuming the prototype. So it is assuming something else. And after that, compiler proceeds. After that, it comes to the real function definition, which is implemented right here. And here, compiler comes to know about the actual prototype. And that's why the second warning, conflicting types. There is a conflict between what it has assumed here and what it has found here. So this you can leave. And after that, it is saying again, implicit declaration of function printf, because we have used printf here, but we didn't tell the prototype of that. And we do that by using hash include, right? Because printf is not written by us, right? So it is written by standard library code. So that's why we have to give standard library header file in order to include the prototype. And after that, we have to mention the prototype of this function before you call that function. So that's why what you have to do is you have to just copy this line and go to the global scope and just paste that line and give the semicolon. Right, so now before calling the function, compiler will encounter the prototype. So you need not to mention int a, int b, int c. You can even mention just int, int, int. So that is also fine. But what we usually do is we just copy this and paste here and give the semicolon. And now let's try to compile. No warnings. And after that, since it is a void function, you need not to mention any return value here in this function. When this function is called, so the value 12 will be copied into int a, 13 will be copied into b, 14 will be copied into c, like that. So, and the number of arguments here should match number of arguments what you pass here. So otherwise it will be a problem. For example, if I just pass 2 arguments here, then compiler will not let you to proceed. So that's an error. It is saying that too few arguments to function. Right, so let me give number here and let me try to compile and let's execute. So I hope you understood about writing a simple function definition. And in the next lecture, let's see how to return a value from a function. And I'll see you in the next lecture.